China are now outpacing the United States in hypersonic missile technology. The weapons in question move 10 times faster than the speed of sound. They maneuver at all phases of their flight trajectory. The commander of U.S. Strategic Command, General John Hyten, has already warned that the United States lacks an adequate defense.
We don't have any defense that could deny the employment of such a weapon against us. So our response would be our deterrent force, which would be the triad and the nuclear capabilities that we have to respond to such a threat.
On March the 1st, President Putin announced a new generation of weapons vastly superior to anything developed around the world.
У России такое оружие есть.
A hypersonic system, an ICBM with unlimited range, weapons that can fly through dense layers of the atmosphere, a nuclear-powered cruise missile, underwater drones, a unique combat laser complex. That got everyone talking about an arms race and that deadly Russian missile. But from Russia's point of view, it's the one that feels threatened. But over the past 18 years, NATO's been joined by Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Romania, Slovakia, Albania, Croatia, Montenegro, as well as the former Soviet republics of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. NATO is now at Russia's doorstep. Here is an online meme on how Russia moved its country too close to NATO's military bases. Furthermore, the US moved its missile defenses closer to Russia's borders, another promise broken by Washington. In 2002, the US pulled out of the ABM treaty signed decades before when the Soviet Union was still in place. What is missile defense? It enables one party to launch its own missiles and intercept any counterstrike. It could guarantee victory in a potential war. Of course, NATO and the US say their missile defenses are not against Russia, but against Iran and North Korea. But the locations tell another story. Missile defense installations were placed in Poland, Romania, California, and Alaska. They're also planned for Japan and South Korea. Missile defense ships patrol the seas close to Russian territory.
Создаются системы, элементы систем противоракетной обороны, что нас очень беспокоит, и мы постоянно об этом говорим в течение 10 лет. Это разрушает стратегический баланс в мире.
The balance is disrupted, and Russia, which hasn't ramped up its missile defenses like the US, is facing a deadly danger.
Вы же все понимаете, о чем идет речь. Чего молчите-то? Вы все молчите. Ситуация усугубляется, ведь это подталкивает гонку вооружений. Новый виток создает. Это же очевидная вещь. Вот мы все время думаем, а как ответить? Мы думаем, совершенствовать систему, значит, преодоления систем противоракетной обороны. Вот это и есть виток гонки вооружений.
So pretty much, you know, they if y'all don't know anything about this type of missile defense they're talking about, I've watched it and kept up with it. It's some crazy shit. I mean, we're looking in the same technology, of course. You know, one's technology is always going to be somebody else's technology. It's not always just one person's. But yes, you know, Russia, when we got out of that treaty, they pretty much threw a blanket up in between the U.S. and Russia. And they went ahead and started making the shit that they needed to make. You know, it is a good defense system, but it's also a good offense system too. Especially if you're, you know, of a military mind. That's kind of some scary shit. You know, I hope that they wouldn't get the nerve to just want to start some shit. You know that, but you know, not be like North Korea. You know, and try to be a bully on the block for so fucking long, and you know, after a while, you just kind of like, well, I guess I lost out on that one. It's some kind of crazy, man. It really is. It's some kind of crazy, and I don't know. It's just nuts. All right, so we're gonna go to a commercial break, and we're gonna come back with a little bit of Christopher Titus's new bit.
October 6th. At the Underground, Charlotte, North Carolina. comes the biggest veteran event of the year. Operation I Got Your Six. America helping her heroes. And coming together to rock the night away. At the most epic venue in North Carolina. Operation I Got Your Six. Hosted by the Dangerous Grounds Network. Let's get dangerous.
What up, this is Aries Cobain of Redcon One Music Group, and you listening to the Dangerous Grounds Network. I mean, any place where I can say f*** is dope with me. I can say f***, right? Why y'all keep censoring when I say f***? Fuck it, and fuck your safe space. Let's get dangerous.
The Magic Vape Shop. Come on in to the most extreme vape shop in the USA. The Magic Man will slam and mix all your vaping needs at prices you can't beat. With all the vape gear at your fingertips, the Magic Man will provide you with all your desires. See us on the web at themagicvapeshop.com. Let's get vaping.
Yo, this is Jeff. This is Mark. I'm Mike. I'm Greg. This is Meg. We are Kings Hollow, and you're tuned into Dangerous Grounds Network.
Run by Special Ops veterans, putting people in war zones to work and working where others fear to tread. Each one of our products is manufactured in current or post-conflict areas. Your purchases fund women's education, mining efforts, and healing our veterans. High-quality products that make meaningful change for those less fortunate. What America will be for the world moving forward.
This is Sam from Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. Hey, you want a freedom boner or what? Listen.
Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. And if you don't have a freedom boner right now, fuck you.
Yeah, what he said. I don't know, man. Some of the mixes and stuff that I got's been kind of acting up a little bit here lately. Kind of crazy. So I watched this entire fucking bit yesterday. Wow. This. I'm not gonna play the entire hour and a half, of course, but we'll play a couple little segments from Christopher Tice's new release. Talks about, I don't know. It gets into this love thing now. It's kind of crazy.
Family is whacked, and you think, oh, that's okay, they're the good one? Then you are mentally ill, okay? Because they are not the good one. They're like a psycho Tylenol gel cap, man. Tick tock, crazy's coming. Her family, Irish Catholic, autistic, but not the happy special ones, the real mean ones, you know? Hey, we're gonna fight, then we're gonna drink, and fight. You wanna fight and drink? What? Every neighborhood on the planet has a house like this on the block. We've all driven past it. A bunch of people living there, too old to be kids, but never gonna be adults. You can tell that by the Aerosmith Rocks banner in the living room window. 4 sociopathic pit bulls roaming the yard at all times. The brown one has one leg, just flops to the fence every couple of hours. You can tell when the family's doubled their net worth because they parked a new gutted Chevelle in the driveway. The mailman's afraid to bring the mail, so he just gives it to the cops because, hell, they're going to be there anyway. And if you don't recognize this house in your neighborhood, you live in this house in your neighborhood. Why do we stay with these people? We've all done it. We've all stayed with a nightmare. Why do we stay with these life-sucking vampires, man? These soul-sucking humps that just drag you through psychological barbed wire day after day and year after year, till at the end of the relationship, all that's left of you is an empty shell full of hate and fear. By the way, do not look at the person you are with right now. It's a bad time to glance over. I have to warn you about tonight's show. Tonight's show will fix your relationship or destroy it. And either way, you're welcome. Yes. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, yes. There are some things I'm going to bring up later that you're going to want to go, aha! Don't do it. Stay right here, okay? Right here. Don't look at them.
So I'm just gonna cut into this. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but yeah, this one's exactly right, man. He brings up some really good fucking points in relationships and some points that you go, So before we get back into that, so everybody loves their ramen noodles and their oodles and noodles or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is one of those articles that was like, dude, do you not think we already knew this? It's the noodles that causes chronic inflammation, weight gain, and Parkinson's disease. That's okay. The Parkinson's disease, that's a new one. But we all knew about the chronic inflammation and weight gain. If you don't do nothing but sit there and eat but a bunch of fucking noodles, a bunch of carbs, noodles, breads, stuff like that, you're gonna gain fucking weight. It happens. That's what that food is for. Is to put some fat in your body. So the way your body can live. Just saying. Apparently somebody has been doing nothing but eating these and has just, oh my God, just went from one phase to another. But yeah. Back to Christopher Titus and his love has evolved.
You had no business discussing our business. That was our business. What business was it of his to know our business? Explain! We were just in the car talking because he had to drive me home from the emergency room because I had to get those stitches where you stabbed me, remember? Oh, it's always about you, isn't it? I got stabbed. I mean, no, it's kind of about you too, because you stabbed me. Also, now you point the finger. You stabbed me. Well, let me ask you this question. What did you do to get stabbed? I'm not running around stabbing everybody, am I?
See, this is where we need Jay. I thought about this part. I thought about Jay when I heard this part about stabbing and cutting a motherfucker.
I'm not a crazy stabber person, am I? I did not stab those bitches in the mall you were looking at, did I? No. So instead of taking no responsibility and pointing the finger at me, and by the way, when you do that, there are 3 pointing back at you. Instead of that, maybe you could take a minute and ask yourself this question. What did I do to get stabbed? Okay,
Oh God, we're in the middle of my green screen will be here on the 6th. We got some live shit that we're fixing to come out for y'all, and this is going to be part of it. Y'all are actually going to be able to see in picture window with me, the bits that I'm playing like this, because what the fuck this guy's doing when he's talking is just hilarious. Sorry that y'all can't see the whole thing yet. If you want to, go to Dangerous Grounds Network's YouTube channel, subscribe there, please, and go to our comedy section, and it's the very last thing on our comedy bit. Holy fuck.
I was running away from you.
Run, motherfucker,
because you
run.
had that knife. And then you were screaming, I'm going to stab you! and then I got to the front door, which you had locked. and when I turned around, you stabbed me. Yes, that's what happened. But who left their keys on the table so they could not unlock the door? Oh my God, you're right! I am so sorry I made you stab me!